Good afternoon, it's Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I want to show you this really nice, very tidy and low mileage Hyundai Tucson. This is a 1.7 diesel executive model. Just very quickly, we are a garage in Kildare town. Fitzpatrick's Garage, there's Honda, there's Hyundai, there's Mercedes here at the site. There's also garages in Naas and Carlow and Tullamore. So if you are spending money on a car, you know that there's a good after sale service. Anyway, let's have a look at the car. So like we were saying, 2016 1.7 diesel Hyundai Tucson, and this is an executive model. So this car has one single owner from brand new. It is in extremely nice condition. The car has really low mileage, so 23 or so thousand kilometers in the car. I'm just going to walk over to the sit because the sun is really belting out today and this camera is just not doing well in the sun. Anyway, the car itself, the significant features of the executive model: at the front of the car, the cascading grille along the front complements a skid plate down here. So executives get a nice skid plate which is the same colour as the grille, so it looks quite well. Down through here you have daytime running lights, fog lights in through here, big long parking light at the top which is difficult to see today because of the sun, but looks really well in darker conditions. And then the full headlight is here. The dip headlight is over here, and these are cornering lamps, so when you're turning right or left you actually get extra light on the road. That is a 1.7 common rail direct injection engine, so it is an extremely robust unit. It is very similar to the unit that was in the iX35 that's been out since 2010, and it's been very reliable for us. In terms of fuel efficiency, most people will run somewhere in the region. If you think of miles per gallon and you're old fashioned like me, then you're thinking about 45 to 50 miles per gallon. If you're thinking in litres per 100 kilometres, you're at about 6 or 6.5 litres per 100 kilometres. That is really realistic. That's what people actually get. And the other thing about this car then is road tax is €200 for a year, which is not bad at all for an SUV. Anyway, let's continue looking. As an executive model, the wheels are a 17-inch alloy wheel. Looking down the side of the car then, driver's wing, driver's door, mirror cap, rear right hand side door, rear right hand side quarter panel onto the bumper, all in very nice condition. Wheels, just looking at that one along there, is in very nice condition, as is the one on the front of the car, so they are well minded. Coming around to the rear of the car, as an executive you get a nice LED taillight, so there's a big long strip along there and then individual LEDs all the way over through there. Parking sensors will be standard on the car, and the previous owner has fitted a tow bar. When they were buying the car, they bought it from ourselves, and the tow bar was used for a caravan only, so very easy towing. A lot of people that buy Tucsons, they do use them for caravans. I suppose it's the kind of car that suits that sort of a lifestyle, because it's big and it's nice and it tows well. Down the side of the car, moving from the quarter panel onto the rear door, onto the front door, and onto the quarter panel, the wing even at the front, all very nice. This wheel is in good condition, as is this rear wheel over here. So far, all the way down the side of the car and the front and the rear, I'd be extremely happy with condition. So if you come to look at this car, I don't think you'll be disappointed. To be fair, I think the mileage says it all on this car anyway, and the previous owner, only one family member actually drove the car. I'm just going to open that up. Only one family member drove the car, and a lot of the time it actually sat, as there was also a company car or a company van even in the house. So it's not a car that's been used a lot, in fairness. The boot is quite big on the Tucson, and then underneath here we get a full-size spare wheel, which is pretty rare, I find, in most cars at the moment. Boot is in really nice condition in terms of plastics, in terms of the mat, in terms of the plastics on this side, and then there's obviously a tonneau cover that will come over and close up there. In through here then I can put my hand and close down the boot. Again, apologies, it is so bright with that sun, oh my god, and so warm. So we have on the door back here, it's in very nice condition. The child locks are on the rear obviously, and then there's electric windows for the rear, aluminium handles. And then actually one thing on the rear of this car, privacy glass is standard and rear spoiler is standard, and then the antenna up there is standard on this model because it has stat nav. These rails in a brushed aluminium are also standard, and they'll accommodate your roof bars that go from one side to the other. After that then you have kangaroo pockets in here, kangaroo pocket on the other side, ventilation in the rear. The seats are in super excellent condition. Now I would go as far as saying it's one of the nicest condition Tucsons we've taken in, because we haven't actually cleaned this car at all. This is how the car came in. Really well looked after. So, and I promise I'm not trying to give you a big sales pitch, it is a particularly nice car. 3 head restraints, 3-point safety belts, armrest in the centre which folds out with a drinks holder, and then over here Isofix, and over on the other side Isofix in through there as well. So in terms of size in the rear, So I'm 6 foot, and if you look at the amount of space I have in front, this is normal. That's how I would sit in the front of a car. So I've got that much space along here, and I've got that much space here. So really, unless your kids are 6'4" or 6'5" or your rear occupants, you're going to have absolutely ample amount of space. Lighting up over my head here, and even small things like the plastic actually on the light, it's never been taken off, and even the front mirrors in the sun visors, they haven't even been taken off. Anyway, continue looking. I'm just going to move down out of the sun because it is just relentless. Right, if we move forward in the car, my God, that is better. Right, okay, over here, as you'd expect, I have things like electrics for windows and mirrors. After that, then up on my steering wheel, I've got the controls, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And then down through here, I've got a big screen over there, and I've got my screen for things like heating and all that kind of stuff as well. And then with my reverse gear, if I go for reverse, I get a nice big camera in through there with dynamic guidelines as I turn. Anyway, I'm going to flip around the camera and give you a better idea. Just while we are here for a sec, that seat is in super, super nice condition, as is the one that I am sitting on at the moment. I'll show you that in a sec anyway, so let's keep looking. So the seat is, as we were saying, very, very nice condition all the way through, as is the gear knob and steering wheel. And then over here we have lumbar support for lower back. The seat is height adjustable, and back part of the seat is obviously adjustable back and forward. One thing I forgot to say to you as well, actually, that's kind of cool on the Tucson, is the rear seat is adjustable. So what I can do is actually I can lift that, and then it either brings that seat forward, so if you want to flatten it, but it actually reclines it as well. So if you have adult passengers, it gives them a bit more headroom and stuff in the rear. Over here, like we were saying, electrics for windows and mirrors, and the other thing is because they're automated, when you lock the car, wing mirrors come in, and then if I unlock it, wing mirrors come back out. It's only small, but it's handy. So after that then we have brightness for the dash, traction control in through here. Just while we're talking about safety, I will have anti-lock brakes, I'll have electronic even stability program. There is all sorts of measures there which are basically allowing you to have maximum braking pressure but still have full steering control over the car. There will be curtain airbags down the side, there will be side of the seat airbags, driver and passenger, steel bars and all these doors for side impact protection. So very well kitted out in terms of safety. I've got storage, I've got an armrest, it moves forward, I've got drinks holders, 6 4-gear gearbox, I've got a bit of storage in through here, I've got a 12-volt outlet, I've got USB and auxiliary connectors, I've another 12-volt outlet, heating controls on either side which I can sync or I can have on different temperatures, and it's all automated if I want. Front and rear windscreen demisters. Seats are heated, not today though, but they can be heated during the winter, which is dead handy. And then after that then I have the screen up through here which is radio. I'm just going to start the car for a sec. So I've got radio and I've got my map, and I can navigate, and it's touch and everything's in there as well, so it's all very, very easy to use. And actually, do you know what, not overly complicated, that's what I like about it. Headlights are automated, so they come on themselves, and then wiper controls over here, all very straightforward. Controls along the steering wheel include Bluetooth, and then over here I can range things like average fuel efficiency, current amount of fuel left in the car, settings, tyre pressures, next service due, and nice big white clocks. They look really, really well at night time. After that then, like we're saying, we go for reverse, and we get a backup camera, and we also get reversing sensors. So if I back up towards this Q5, definitely not into it, but towards it, there you go. So it's telling me over here what's going on then as well. So that is pretty much most of it. That car is a one-owner car from new. We've sold the car brand new, so we know it well. It's a non-accident car in very nice condition, and there will be a warranty on this car until 2021, and there will also be roadside assist on this car until 2021. Oh my God, I'm so not designed for warm weather. So in terms of condition on the car, you'll see it's quite good. Warranty is going to be quite good. These are 200 quid road tax, fuel efficiency is good, equipment levels are good. After that then, the other things you need to worry about are, I suppose, your trade-in. We can take any trade-in you have and finance how you're going to pay for a car. We can organise finance because we deal with all the major lenders. So if you're looking for an SUV, definitely this is worth a look. If you're looking for a Tucson executive, definitely this is worth a look too. If you come to the garage, please do ask for Brian, I'd appreciate it. If you want to know anything before you come, 086 843 1945. Just give me a shout or text or WhatsApp or whatever suits you, and I'll be quite happy to go through anything with you. Hopefully the car's of interest, and thank you for taking time to watch.